Okay, let us pray. Father in heaven, we are grateful to you. We are so thankful for bringing us to the end of 2023. Today is actually the end of this year. And very soon, in few hours' time, we'll be in 2024. Lord, we are grateful. We are thankful. We are overly grateful for what you have done, for the many things you did. Thank you for the prayers you answered. Thank you for the battles you fought. Thank you for giving us food. Thank you because when we started this year, it was full of apprehension. We didn't know how the year will run out, but you helped us. And here we are today. So we are grateful. Thank you for everything. As we have trusted you for our lives in 2023, we will trust you again in 2024. Lord, this is our episode 219. And for 219 times, you have been our help, you have been our strength. Thank you for winning the battle over these network issues for us this night. We are grateful. We are not unmindful of it. There are things we don't have control over, but you have come through for us, and we are thankful. As we are wrapping up the whole things we have done for the year, Father, we ask that you continuously keep us in good health in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, blessed Father, for in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Yes, thank you so very much. This is Dr. Favour, Afoma, and this is Great Life, Dr. Afoma. I'm reaching you live from a village in Anambra State, one remote village in Anambra State. But it is well, because once there is life, before we didn't have GSM, we were existing. So now we have it, we'll continue to exist. Yes, today is our last episode in the year 2023. Actually, when the network started misbehaving, I wanted to call it off, but somehow I came outside my building and I was able to get some network. So I said, if you watch, the invite was posted late because I couldn't get it done. Yes. I didn't know how it just came outside, and it came. I usually post the invite around 4:35, but it came almost around 7. You know, I am somebody that's, I have that kind of never give up attitude. I said, even if I do it for 1 minute, but let it be on record that every Sunday in the whole of 2023, I did this program. It is something that to some people, it gives them joy. It gives them courage to begin to do what they're supposed to do without giving up. So I thank you most sincerely for your patience. Thank you for people that were, because at a point when the invite did not come, some people chatted me, is there no Great Life today? I was talking with my daughter. I said, Mama, you see what? Let me try. If I try and I fail, it is better I try and never not to try at all. So I sincerely thank you so very much. Happy Christmas. Tomorrow is New Year. Tomorrow is January 1, 2024. And many of us, we've gone to church. We are still going to church. Some of us are still going to church this night. Whatever you find yourself doing this night, make sure you stay safe. You stay safe, very safe. Wisdom is profitable to direct. So tonight, I'm going to talk about sleep, as in when you want to sleep. You know, one of the things that will help you to sleep well is when you do exercise. That's why anybody that's telling you if you don't do exercise, if you can drink anything and then you'll be fine. That person is not telling you the whole truth. It's not telling you the whole truth. I'm here to tell you the truth as I receive it of God and of other people I learned from. Sleep is one of the things you need to do to be healthy. Sleep is very vital. Sleep, as in sleeping. Now, some people don't know how to sleep, and some people don't know when to sleep. Did you know that sleep is important for your good health? Sleep. It is as important as anything you do. Why is sleep so important? We must have it in order for the body to repair itself after a day's work. Your body only repairs itself while at rest. You see, when I came for the Christmas, one of the things I did, I told the guy helping me, I told him not to announce to anybody that I came home, because I needed those few days to sleep. And one of the things he did for me that was good, if you come to look for me and you ask him, am I around? You know what he will ask you? I'm not supposed to answer that question. So when he asks it, he tells that to you, you begin to ask yourself, why did I even ask this guy this question? So many people didn't know I was around till after about 1 week. And it helped me to recuperate. It helped me to rest. You know, there are so many stresses in the town, whether you believe it or not. Even if you are living in VGC, if you are going through the traffic, you are under stress. If your neighbor is horning, and the generator is on, you're under stress. So one of the reasons why you need sleep is that your body repairs itself, because God put in this body the mechanism that heals it, that the body heals itself. The body heals itself. It's not the medicine that heals the body. That's why, like we said last week, it is what you are eating, what you are, if your food should act should have two goals: nourishment and medicine. Nourishment and medicine. If you're having headache, for example, like me, I've not taken paracetamol or Panadol for years, but it doesn't mean that I don't have headache. If I have headache, you know what I will do? I will take water and I will rest. Once I do both, I'll get up energized. So sleep is very, very important. The reason each person, depending on the individual, needs a certain amount of sleep. The younger you are, the more sleep you need. The older you are, the less sleep you need. The reason a child sleeps so much is because the body is developing and it needs all the energy it can get to become strong and healthy. As we get older, we normally do not work or eat as much, so our metabolism is down. Thus, we can get by on less sleep. I don't want this video to be long because we started late, so that people can rest before going to crossover night. Now, there was a time I brought in a guest and she told us about body clock, how our body is programmed to work. You know, the body is programmed in 3 ways, in 3 phases: the recuperation time, the repair time, and the rejuvenation time, and the time you eliminate waste. You understand? That 24 hours, if you divide it into 3, you get 8 hours on it. When is the best time to sleep? Some people may ask, when is the best time to sleep? At night. Because God knew that if he didn't put darkness on the earth, some people will not sleep. You know, if you go to the airport doesn't sleep. That's why you may be at the airport. You don't even know it's 2 a.m. You don't know it's 5 a.m. You don't know it's 3 a.m. because everywhere is lighted. Everybody's walking up and down. This person's light is moving. Excuse me. This person's light is moving at this time, at this time, at this time. When is the best time to sleep? At night. God made us daytime creatures. God made us daytime creatures. Our best sleep is between the hours of 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Those 3 hours, according to sleep researchers, are equal to 6 hours of sleep any other time of the day or night, between 10 and 1 a.m. Those 3 hours, they are like double. They are like double. I don't know whether you are, please, Are you following me? If you are following me,
Yes.
please can you indicate by typing a 1 or 2, 1 on the chat? Because I don't know why this is not what I intended to talk on. But somehow when I was, going with this network issue up and down, the Lord just said, I just brought out this book, and How to Feel Better and Love and Live Longer by Donald Whitaker. He just said, talk about sleep. I said sleep. I opened it and I found out that sleep is one chapter there. Now, God made us daytime creatures. Thank you for the feedback. Our best sleep is between the hours of 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Those 3 hours, according to sleep researchers, are equal to 6 hours of sleep any other time of the day. According to the word, the Creator divided time segments into day and night, the day into hours, and the night into watches. Our Lord set up a timetable whereby no meals were to be served during a 12-hour period. The first meal of the day was called breakfast or break fast. That is why we shouldn't put anything in our stomach from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. to about 6 to 7 p.m. to about 6 to 7 a.m. The reason is simple. If we eat late, we don't sleep well. I want you to take note. If you eat late, you don't sleep well. Watch it. You may have cooked a particular meal. That meal is so sweet, and you eat it into the night. You'll find that you won't sleep well. One of the things I keep around my life, I keep around me, I'll keep fruits, I keep nuts. When I'm feeling hungry, maybe towards end, around 10, I can take few nuts and I drink water. It helps me. This morning when I came back from church, my breakfast was pawpaw. I had pawpaw, I had banana, I had few cashew nuts, I had there's something else I took. Okay, there's something we call oppa. For some people, today is Sunday. They know they want to eat rice in the morning, eat rice in the afternoon, eat rice in the evening. And because when I finished that meal, I wanted to visit some places today, but I was only able to visit one person. The woman even came to my house. I went to her house, she came. So I was telling her, I needed to see a couple that lost their son. I need to see them. She said, oh yeah, let's go. But I told her that I'm feeling so sleepy. She said, I told her, from morning, I just left where we were outside, came to the sitting room. I didn't even have time to go upstairs. I just removed myself, laid down on the couch. I slept. That sleep I slept could be the deciding factor between you having high blood pressure later and you getting well. That was the sleep that I did not sleep in the year 2013 that triggered my high blood pressure. Because the cardiologist asked me, Dr. Molisa, what was the trigger? Something triggered it. That was the time you are supposed to sleep, you did not sleep. Think. I told her yes, that I wanted to sleep. Our leaders said I shouldn't sleep because it was an international conference. And because I couldn't sleep, anytime you are feeling that, they call it power nap. But my own was more than power. It's not a nap because I slept for at least 1 hour. And when I woke up, every bit of my life was in order. So sleeping is good, but the researchers are telling us that sleeping at night is far, far better than sleeping during the day. Let's go ahead. Nighttime is when your sleep will be the most effective and will provide the benefits necessary for good health. Nighttime. If God did not want us to have night, He will make 24 hours straight daytime. There won't be any nighttime. So it is at night that we get the necessary benefits for the body. If we don't sleep well, our bodies don't rebuild and repair themselves. God knew what He was doing. You see, if you see the hand of God in your life and everything that concerns you it will be very, very easy for you to live your life. Today, when I finished sleeping, a friend came and she stayed with me for 4 days. So yeah, 4 days. And the sister came to pick her up to their place. So the moment I opened the gate and I stood by the gate, I saw a man driving past on Okada machine. So the guy said, "Doctor, I didn't know you were around." I said, "Yes," because, this festive period, people enjoy themselves, thinking they are doing themselves good. At times, if it's not 12, I don't see anybody because I sleep late as a person, which is not too good. That's what I'm trying to correct. So in the morning, village people, they sleep around 8. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, they're awake. 7 o'clock, they'll start banging at the door. Blah, 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 blah. So I told the security man, I don't see anybody except it's 12 p.m. Even if I'm not sleeping, let me read my Bible. Let me even think about how my life is going. So when the guy saw me, I asked him where I was going. If he's not in a hurry, he can come in for, let me give him water to drink. By the time I know it. He told me he wasn't even going anywhere. That he was calling a friend to go and visit him. He wasn't talking, picking his call. So he said, let him go there and tongue lash him. By the time, because this guy, we live in Lagos. I didn't know he has come to the village. He told me he has been in the village for the past 2 years. I said, wow. So when we were talking, as we were talking, the Lord told me, I needed this man to come and see you. That's why I didn't want you to go out. But I've been struggling. I want to go and visit. Hey, today is the last day of the month. Yeah, I want to go. The Lord just said, because of this man, I want. Because immediately I opened the door, he just drove past. Why didn't he drive fast when we were still talking inside the compound or when we were still inside the house? So you see, one of the things you do for yourself is for you to know that everything you do, if you put God at the way I'm putting my head tie now, I just put this head tie when I saw this thing was coming up. So I said, let me just do sharp before the thing will go. Another hint for good sleep is that you should always sleep on your back, on your right side. On your back, you should always sleep on your back or your right side. That is nature's way. Never sleep on your left side unless you can't sleep. Here's why. The liver is on the right side. And when you lie on your right side, there is no pressure on the liver. But when you sleep on your left side, gravity pulls the liver to the left and causes it to put pressure on the aorta and the great artery coming out of the left ventricle. More people die in their sleep than any other time. Have you seen or heard that people die while they are sleeping? I want a response from the audience. Have you heard that somebody died in his or her sleep? Somebody just slept and did not wake up. So you see, what we don't know it. Myself, I don't even know it, but I discovered that there is a particular side that I will turn. I won't be able to sleep just 1 minute. I'm attacked. To take water. Let me take water. God gives us a word on when we should sleep. We are children of the day. We are not of the night. Okay. Now, God gives us a word when we should sleep. We are children of the day. We are not of the night, nor darkness. 1 Thessalonians 5:5. It is a blessing for us if we apply that verse to our lives, both spiritually and physically. Did you know that you have a biological clock in your body and you can control that clock? Have you ever gone to bed at night knowing that you had to get up at 6 a.m.? Ordinarily, you wake up before the alarm clock sounded. You see me, the alarm doesn't wake me up, even if I put it. When I came down to the east, because I couldn't get any seats on the aircraft, I had to get a professional driver to drive me. He slept over in my house. So I asked him, when do you think we can leave? Excuse me. He said, let's leave around 4:30 so that we can, go beyond the traffic points. Do you know, that night, I only slept for about 30 minutes. I couldn't sleep. I set the alarm for 3 a.m. so that because I didn't pack anything. I don't know whether it happens to you. If I'm traveling, I may not pack anything until that's a night before. It was that night I wrote, but what I would do as a person, I usually write out the things I'm supposed to come with. I'll write them out. So as I'm packing them, I'm ticking them. If not, I may have forgotten my phone charger or forgotten this phone stand. Because after doing the last week's video, I found out that something is not right with my, what are they calling it? Laptop camera. So I decided that today I will use this. Just 1 minute. I decided I will use my phone. Now, sleep researchers have discovered that if we average 8 hours of sleep each night, we have 90 minutes sleep cycle. Every 90 minutes during the night, we experience rapid eye movement, REM. When you are having REM, you are dreaming. It lasts from 3 to 5 minutes. There are a number of causes of insomnia or being unable to sleep. Some of them are discomforts due to noise, inability to unwind, depression, guilt, jet lag, and poor physical fitness. I'm not a frequent traveler like most of us, but I did some traveling this year. And you see this jet lag, I used to hear it until it happened to me. And it happened to me at my last travel, when I came back from America. It was so bad that in the night when people are sleeping, my eyes will be like wide open like this. I'll just be looking around. The worst is that I can't even read. And I'm not a television person. You know what I would do? I'll just stay like this. I'll be remembering everywhere I went to, everything. That's why you may see me around 2 a.m. I'm online. You may see me online. It's not that I'm pressing phone. I may be reading something. That's online stuff. Not that I'm studying. Study is not reading online stuff. That thing dealt with me, this jet lag. Hey, it dealt with me this last time. Some of the causes of insomnia are physical, some spiritual. So do you know that some body odor in some people's body, they are spiritual? It's not about using this soap or this soap. I have seen it. Odor, odor. Somebody comes near you and that person is smelling. Some are demonically induced. That's why, as a child of God, like when that pastor came, I told him, see my handbag from church. My shoe is in the car, indicating that I want to go out. Let me just receive the person that came to take the sister and go out. But I told him that I'm sensitive to the voice of God. When the Lord told me, don't go out. Don't go out. I want somebody to come and see you. I want somebody to come and see you. I thought it's me talking to me until it happened. So I was able to tell, and you know me, I'm not a pastor person. Demon smell. So when he wanted to leave, after we discussed, talked about his children. You know, I'm a counselor by my profession. We talked about his children not getting, he just said to me, I don't know why is it that none of my children will be a graduate? I said, no, it's an error. Do you know 4 children, they all have WAEC, no admission. He told me it's partly because of money. I said, it's not money. Many people don't have money before they go to school. Somebody like me, I didn't have money when I went for my master's, even for my PhD. But I later became what? So the point is that there is an embargo on those. You know what I told you? People, they change your children's names with other people's names, because I saw it. Koro in Unilag. They did it to a friend's child because I just had my PhD, so I was still around when it happened. I told the woman, you know what you do, because she just lamented, how can I not have a graduate in my house? I say, it's an error, you wait. So I told her, you can do diploma. It's expensive, but after 1 year diploma, you can join year 2. And then it was 300,000 or so. I told her, you can stop at Shebi. You can stop at Shebi and save money. She told me she will, and she did. So this boy wrote the exam. The name came out, first batch, and it was pasted. Jack Robinson, second, no admission letter. Jack Robinson, no admission letter. Second batch, they gave them. Third batch, they gave them. Fourth batch, they gave them. Fifth batch, they gave them. So he kept coming. I said, no, this is an error. I said, oh yeah, come. I followed him to the Senate building, went to the exams. You know, when I entered there, you know, if you know me now, I greeted him. I said, my name is Dr.Favour, and I'm from the Department of Educational Foundations, Faculty of Education, University of Lagos. I want to ask why the admission letter for so. I put it where it was. They started running up and down. I'm telling you the truth. Jack Robinson, tomorrow that letter appeared. So I told the man it's an error. You have to find out and have somebody to help you monitor it. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to overcome insomnia. We are not talking about insomnia. We are just talking about sleep. But you know, in sleep, lack of sleep is insomnia. If you are watching for the first time, this program is called Great Life with Dr. Afoma, and Great Life is every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Dr. Afoma is not a medical doctor. Dr. Afoma has a PhD in guidance and counseling in psychology from the University of Lagos. And in 2017, the Lord called her to this Ministry of Health and Wellness. That's why she's talking about health and wellness. I'm not a medical doctor. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling. This is our episode 219. This program you are watching started on the 22nd day of September, 2019. But the ministry started in May 2017. So this program ran throughout COVID, 2020, 2021, 2022. You see, today is the last in 2023, showing you consistency, showing you dedication. You see, the thing couldn't connect, but I tried. I said, let me try everything I could. If it didn't connect, I would go and say, please, I'm sorry. The network couldn't permit me. But you see, God, I had to come down from the room where I did it downstairs, where I knew I can get signal. Even the network I'm using, I think my phone is picking it from somebody else's, because it wasn't even my internet that is using. I checked it, it wasn't my own. That's why the other one was going up and on. Now, there are things you do. Number one, take a really hot bath. Take a really hot bath. If you know you're not sleeping well, in the night, take a really hot bath. This will relax you and help you sleep. When we went to school, you know, I'm outside, so flies are biting everywhere. When we went to school, they told us about hot and cold bath. If you want to do that bath, you start it with hot. You put cold, you put hot. 2 buckets must be there, or you'll be alternating your shower. You put hot, you put cold, you put hot, but the last one, you start with hot, you end with hot. You take it, it will relax you, it will make you to sleep. But for those of the people in Europe, because the cold there now, I think is getting on very, you don't do that cold. Do hot straight. Do hot straight. Number 2, read the Bible or some other good book for about 30 minutes prior to going to bed. That will take your mind off the cares of the day and settle you down. I usually have biographies or autobiographies that I read. You know, I like to learn about people, what made them who they are, how they were able to get to the stage, the challenges they face. That's the book I read before I go to bed. Then the third one, a good exercise program should help you sleep better. I tell you, I'm not deceiving you. Anybody that will tell you that exercise is not good, that if you drink anything like this, drink it, you'll be heard. That person is not telling you the whole truth. It's not telling you the whole truth. Please don't allow them to deceive you in 2024. A good exercise program should help you sleep better. Physical tiredness is a good antidote for insomnia. Physical tiredness is a good antidote for insomnia. Mental fatigue is just the opposite. You know, when you are physically tired, it will make you to sleep. But if you are mentally fatigued, you see, people that, have you not seen these boys carrying things? Maybe when a bus is stopping, they will run. By the time you know it, you see them sleeping inside that their wheelbarrow. You'll be imagining, how can this boy carry this load? Because he was physically tired. But if you are mentally tired, exhausted, you will not sleep. The word says, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Before I was saying, okay, no, this one is just, the man is just talking about his personal experiences now. Now, one of the things you do also is to learn to forgive. When you are mad at somebody, it is the last thing you think of at night and the first thing you think of when you wake up. When you are mad at somebody, when somebody just did something to you that you don't like, you think about that thing at night and think about that thing first thing in the morning. We must learn to forgive. We can go through that reading, we can get through that reading God's word, meditating on it, and through prayer. One of the things that helped me to get out of this kind of quagmire is I would like to sing. Even if I'm not the person singing the song, I will get it from maybe YouTube. I will just keep this music. It will be playing. It will be playing and playing and playing, and then I will sleep. But this jet lag, it dealt with me. The sleep researchers said that we get the most benefit from our sleep between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The next best time is from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I have yet to meet anyone who sleeps less than 4 hours each night who does not eventually have mood changes and become irritable. One of the things inability to sleep or sleeplessness will do for you, you have mood swings and you become irritable. That you are easily angered. Every little thing you snap at people. Every little thing you snap at people. Now, let me give us some good rules for helpful sleep. Number 1, sleep with your head towards the north. Me, this one now, I don't know where is the north in this my house now. Whether my bed is at the south or not. But let me read it the way. Instead, sleep with your head towards the north. This may sound a little strange to you, but it is important. We are cosmic beings. Our bodies have chemical charges. The trained eye can see these charges on the EKT printout. The North Pole is the center of gravity. That's why the needle of a compass points north. When I worked in the hospital, I'm reading this man now. When I worked in the hospital emergency room, I noticed that more people come in with gastric ulcers and heart attacks during the spring and fall than any other time. I can produce 17 years of records to prove that. Also, we know that the full moon affects people, but of course, not in every well-thought kind of way. Strange things happen during the full moon. And if you don't believe it, you ought to work. Strange things happen during the full moon. And if you don't believe it, you ought to work the emergency room. We believe we have the reason why. The body is made up of 80% water. I want you to listen now. The body is made up of 80% water. What does the moon do to the water? It changes the tide. It has the same effect on the body. God formed the body out of the dust of the ground and then breathed into it the breath of life. Do you know that what is left of the body after, do you know what is left of the body after it dies? It returns to the soil, to the elements, to the minerals and trace elements we find in the earth. We are cosmic people. Sleep with your head towards the north and cut down on the pull from the center of gravity. Just try it and see how it works. Number 2, sleep in a room which has cross ventilation. Sleep in a room which has cross ventilation. Never sleep in a stuffy room. Turn the heat off and don't use electric blankets. Rather, use plenty of bed covers for you to sleep better. For you to sleep better in a cool, well-ventilated room. Thus, you have better health. Don't sleep in a stuffy room. Some people, they don't open the windows of their room year to year. Year to year. The girl that's staying with me now, one day I just, casually entered her room. I almost got suffocated. The place was so stuffy. The windows locked. 2 windows, two twin windows locked. Hey, I said, what kind of thing is this? You know what she told me? That my niece that she stayed with, because one day it was raining and rain splashed on the bed. She told her not to be opening that side of the window. I said, excuse me, don't do that. I rather buy food in the house. Year to year, I don't go to hospital, and I don't take anybody to hospital because I'm careful about the environment. Remember when we treated the 5 pillars of health? Number 1, the spiritual balance. Number 2, the mindset. Number 3, the environment. Number 4, lifestyle. And number 5, nutrition. I incorporate these into the life of anybody living with me. And I know if we eat good food, no, but you see all the people coming to my house to eat. I don't send you. If you say the food is not sweet, now you sabi, I don't cook with seasonings till tomorrow, till today. The people that came to my house yesterday to look at some things, there are some small things to adjust. By the time I noticed that they've spent a whole lot, I said, these guys, 4 men, I said they must be hungry. I told my daughter, you know what to do, my girl, go and bring yam. She brought yam. Oh yeah, we have, that thing I told you last Sunday, how to preserve leaf in a tissue paper, kitchen tissue, sprinkle water, put it in Ziploc. It works because the scent leaf I preserved. I told her to go and bring it yesterday. When she brought this thing out yesterday, it was as greenish as it was there. So that thing works. Check it out. I told her, oh yeah, bring fish. Put jam. I blended pepper and dawadawa. Dawadawa is my spice. I don't send anybody. I don't use Maggi. I don't use Nom. I don't use Zonga. I don't use any of them. I made the yam. Immediately the yam was done. When the yam wasn't thickening, you know what I did for the first time? Don't know who gave me that. I just brought the yam, put 4 in a mortar, porridge. I pounded it. Bang, 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 bang. I turned it back into the pot. Immediately thickened it. Immediately thickened. Then I've told her to cut the leaf. She has already sliced the scent leaf. I've already turned off the light. I put the scent leaf, the heat from the yam, I turned it and I just dished it out and put it in this good place that people can dish. You saw when I brought it, it was singing hot. If you see how this man finished the food. You know what one of them told me? Mommy, I will be coming to work for you this year. You know, get back to tell me the truth. I tell you the truth. So you see, there are so many things you need to learn. Even myself, I'm learning. So all these things will help you to have a good life. Recently, when the weather will allow it, sleep nude. Sleep nude. You know what I mean by sleep nude? Don't wear anything. Some people, you see me, I'm wearing these clothes since morning because I had the intention of going out. Some people will still wear this clothes to sleep with the bra, with the tight, with the pants, everything on. Have a nightwear, and your nightwear should be light. But if the weather permits it, sleep nude. Nude is that you are not putting anything on. That is the way you came into the world. Sleep nude when you can stand it. It helps you rest better. It helps you rest better. If you can't do it, for whatever reasons, wear very loose pajamas and nightgowns to bed. Some people wear abaji. Excuse me. You know abaji? Something that is so thick to bed. Pajamas is supposed to be light. Sleep without a pillow. How many of us sleep without pillows? The person that taught me this is my aunt, that 82-year-old aunt. She doesn't sleep with a pillow. Sleep without a pillow. Me, I sleep with pillow, but my pillow will be flat, almost as flat as the bed. And I'll put my leg on one to raise my leg a bit. Put one and I clutch one. This allows a balanced gravitational pull on the body. If the head is elevated, the pull of gravity is stronger and one does not sleep well. There was a woman that was complaining she wasn't sleeping. I asked her, sure, when she brought the pillow she was using, it was as hard as stone. Told her to throw this thing. And pillows do expire. Pillows do expire. Go to Vitafoam or all these foam. Ask them for good foam, good pillow. If you must use pillow, they are soft, very soft. You don't have like blocks inside it or granite inside it. There are some individuals who have hiatal hernias and must sleep with their heads elevated. The reason for that is that the person has an attack. If the person has an attack at 2 a.m. in the morning and lying flat, the contents of the stomach rush up the throat. You should sleep on a pillow if you have fluid in the lungs, cardiovascular problems. Sleep on a firm mattress. Some people, one woman, I don't know whether she's here, she had issue with part of her body one time. She will be coming, she will be doing like this. I asked her, what of your mattress? When did you change your mattress? She said it was, the husband is late. It was the mattress she used with her husband. I said, just describe the mattress. She said when she sleeps on it, she drops. She drops into it. I said, go and get another mattress. It's not right. So if you have a soft mattress, put a board under it to make it firmer. People who sleep on firm mattresses don't suffer nearly as many back problems as those who sleep on soft ones. Number 6, sleep in a dark room. Some people can't sleep in a dark room. They must put the lights on. There are some things, there are some hormones that you get into your body when the room is dark. If the lights are on, you know, these things are electric. These things are not, they're artificial. They're artificial. It affects you. Light distracts from sleep and may startle you if you wake up during the night. You are waking, you see the light and you think it's time to get up. It interrupts your sleep and you take from the ideal sleep. Number 7, take a siesta. Take a siesta. When we were growing up, Laila, you must sleep in the afternoon in my father's house. Now, don't sleep all afternoon or you won't be able to sleep at night. When I had redness in my eye and I visited my ophthalmologist, she asked me because my BP was elevated at that point. She asked me, I told her that I found that anytime I have stress, that thing happens. Now I could pinpoint why it happened. anytime I had to, and that thing will elevate my blood pressure. So she was telling me that I was the one that's making myself not to sleep. Number 8, sleep. Make a nightly review of what you have done during the day. This helps clear the mind and prepares you for restful sleep. Turn off TV. Turn off TV. See TV. If you have TV in your room, you are not doing yourself good. Turn off TV. TV is not good for your health. Turn off TV. Sit down in a comfortable chair and start remembering the day's activities. Start meditating and relive everything that took place during the day, right up to the night you sat in the chair. Did anyone hurt you during the day? If so, forgive them. You know, during the time of reflection, ask if you are honest with yourself during the day. If we are to have the total health, we must be honest with our health, ourselves. Pray and confess to God the wrong you have committed against yourself. Ask forgiveness and pray for deliverance. Before you go to sleep, you can rectify any negative traces in your mind by just recognizing, confessing, and asking forgiveness for them. Number 9, a good walk during the day leads to a good sleep. If you want to sleep, be sleeping well, just walk around in the evening. Walk around. When you finish walking around, excuse me, you will sweat. There was a time my BP, after that encounter with the cardiologist, my BP kept shooting up and down. So a friend of mine that's a medical doctor, he told me, you know what you do? Afoma, in the evening, take a 30 minutes walk around your area. So I did that. The first day I did that, I came back, had a shower, rested for 30 minutes, checked my BP, it dropped. He said to me, do it again the next day. I did it. By the 3rd day, the BP got normalized. So these are the small things you should be doing to help yourself. If you're over 40 years, you may have noticed that your legs may jerk after you go to sleep at night. That is what we call the restless leg syndrome. If you walk a mile a day, the leg jerking will go away. A mile is not too far unless it's uphill. These are some helpful hints for healthful sleep. Try them and they will work miracles in your new quest for health. So we have come to the end. So today we have finally come to the end of Great Life with Dr. Afoma for the year 2023. I don't know whether it got value, whether your data has been properly utilized. If so, you can put a 77 on the chart and you can tell us how this program had affected you, how it has helped you, how it has not helped you. A woman told me, Doki, you see that your psychology of winning, for the 10, I have notebooks for them. I said, are you serious? She said, I don't know everything you have done in this your life, everything I've heard you speak, it was captured in those 10. And those 10, I have exercise book. And you see me, I can even develop books from it. That's so many things she has learned and unlearned and relearned, and they have helped her. So if you have been helped by this program, I sincerely want you to let us know at this point. Before we done the record, I think Trust, don't put up the recording. Let it be recorded so that people will, when they view it, they will hear their voice. If you want, you can put your video, and then I thank you so very much, because you see, our Bishop Wedebo will say you will only be accepted in your place and you will only be honored there. God has used this program, Health and Wellness, to honor me. Even my professional PhD, the recognition, the honor, the grace, the favor I've received in my life didn't come through that, but through this program. The people I've met that have affected my life so much positively, I met them in the course of this program. Either when I went to speak at late Mommy Robinson's program, or anywhere, like Trust, I met her there in Oka. So, and so many of the people, I thank you so very much. You have been a part of my progress, part of my success story. Hopefully, by God's grace, the books, all the episodes will combine them. There's a woman that God told me to tell to be doing that, and she's been doing that. I was the one that didn't read enough for us to begin to merge them, the episodes, to merge them, to form them into books. But very soon the books will be out so that you can, I even want it to be out because most often I even forget what I say. I can read myself and say, okay, I said this thing happened, this thing happened. And thank you so very much. I don't know how many people that are on the call. Okay, Mrs. Ezekiel is on the call. She trusts, he said that you always say that you good evening, sir. Happy New Christmas, everybody. I don't know who is this Chi, CHI. And Chi this year. And Dr. Okay, no be here. My sister Chime, I think that's my sister. The magistrate should be her. She's here. I'm just going through. Usually,
sorry, I have to interrupt you. I'm going to work. Happy New Year, everyone.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Yeah, we have already in the New Year 7 hours plus, so I'm going to work as a care worker. I am part of the hospital, so I have to be at work this morning.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Yeah, so I'm about driving. I have to keep my phone down. Not
Thank
that
you.
is fine.
I don't know who is Infinix iPhone US. Your network is breaking, Sister Helen. Them Irene is here. Mimi is here. Afoma Mbakwe is here. Nkechi Udoka is here. Jane Obasichino Nyelmi is here. A princess is here. Ujo Ogogo is here. So thank you so very much. If I have it now, you see all of you that are here now, I'll give you 1 million naira. So tell you how I value your presence. Thank you so very much. God bless you. In the next few hours, we'll be in 2024. Please, I beg you in the name of God, make sure you are not sick. It will do, sickness is not good. No sick man or woman, people around that person is not happy. You can live and just, okay, I think somebody wrote something. Let me read it out. Don't allow yourself to be sick. So many ceremonies up and down. Choose where you go to. And it's not a must. If you go there, you must eat. I told them I can't go to any occasion without eating in my house. I can't go to any occasion and be asked, you have not served this table. You have not served this people. I can't do that. Never. My father brought us up like that. We don't go to occasions without eating. It's an error. Great value. Yes, ma. Okay, learned a lot. I will still learn more. God bless you, more. Happy New Year, ma. Okay, this is for my sister. Okay, thanks very much for this lovely teachings. I've learned a lot tonight. Wow, thank you. Dr. Mukedu, thanks very much, Dr. Favour. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I'm here, Princess. Say I'm here. So God bless all of you. Let's see again next Sunday on the 7th. Make sure you eat very well. Eat well and sleep. Sleep very well. It will help you to live
Dr. Favour.
lives. Don't cluster.
My network has been so bad. I'm on my way to church. Thank you, Doki. Thank you. I've learned a lot. This is Mary and Ilora talking.
Okay, Mimi.
Sorry, yes, my network has been up and down because I'm going for crossover, but I had to turn on my distance. So thank you so much. Please, the how to preserve the leaves. I missed that program. Please, I'm just like, please, if you can review it again, it would be fantastic. Thank you.
Let me do that. What's this there? Amara, let me demonstrate it. Amara, come. Let me do it practically now. It worked to film because it was a chef that told me, let me do it. Come, bring that tissue paper, that kitchen napkin, bring those utazi there, bring Ziploc, sharp. I will see. Today, I did it that day. And I said, let me see. So that yesterday I cooked those yam porridge. That's yam porridge. I said, go and get the leaf. I said, let me see the wonder. When I opened it, it was that same, the green, the freshness, the same. Let me show you how I did it. Because it will help us, especially because people would, my friend said, why is it everything that you needed to do this cooking is in your house?
Hey.
Let me use the other. Can you hear me now? The other phone has gone off.
We can hear you, ma. I can hear you, ma.
Look at it now. You see this thing? This thing is kitchen towel, napkin, or something like that. You just bring the leaf. I forgot to do this. What as the leaf? Because I had so much visitors yesterday, I forgot. So when you get it, I will do it now. And the girl left it in the nylon. They brought it. When you get it like this, you get it like this. You put this thing. You wrap it. You wrap it round like this. You fold it like this. Okay. See how I folded it? Then you use water, ordinary water, any water, maybe from your kitchen tap now. You use it and sprinkle on it. Just sprinkle it on it. Not that it will overrun it. See the way it is. You put it in a Ziploc like this. This is a Ziploc bag. You put it in it.
Wow.
And put it inside the fridge.
Okay.
If you bring because the chef told me the duration for the freshness is 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on the leaf. But that one, it was at this, hey, in short, I've done this one now. Bring that something. I'm going to do, this is otazi. You know, otazi is one of the things that we have in that African grains. So that's the way this is the Ziploc. You just fold it. Don't put it inside the freezer, inside the fridge. You know, fridge has compartments down, where you put this thing, veggies. You put it there. Anytime you want to take, you take one, you open it, you put the other ones back. But make sure you consume it. At least if you are getting vegetable that you consume 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's okay. Instead of going to the market every day by day. So thank you so very much. God bless you. God honor you. This is Dr. Favour, Afoma, reaching you live from Oka Etiti. Not Oka. Oka, this middle one. So Oka Etiti in Anambra State. See you next Sunday by God's grace. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for being part of my life. I love you. Have a blessed night rest.
Nice to hear your voice.
Thank you, Doki.
Thank you, everyone, and Happy New Year to all of us.
Good night.
God bless us. Thank you, ma. Good night. God bless you. Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself, my dear.
You can stop the recording because the recording